Thank you, Angie. Thank you very much for having me. Welcome, everyone. It's a few minutes after 9. If you're on the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast, it's just after 6. I am Theo, the TLC guy, and as you can see from this little V, I'm happy to be part of Vital Health Global. But not only being a part of Vital Health Global, I'm a part of Vital Health Global with the most amazing team in direct selling in the world, and that's TeamSHAW. TeamSHAW, I say to you again, is the most amazing team and the best team in direct selling. And so I want to spend a few minutes today telling you a bit about TeamSHAW and a bit about Vital Health and this amazing opportunity that we have before us. Look, for the next few minutes, I'm really going to be educating you on the fact that we now have an unfair advantage. People don't usually tell you that they have an unfair advantage, but we're those kind of people. We will tell you when we have an unfair advantage, and we have an unfair advantage. Why do we have an unfair advantage? We have an unfair advantage because the people, the systems, the methodologies, the knowledge, the community of TeamSHAW has an amazing vehicle, Vital Health, and these amazing products. And because of that, we have an unfair advantage. So I want to give it up to our leader, Mr. Philip T. Birchfield. If you don't know who he is, it's easy to find out who he is. Just Google Philip T. Birchfield. You're going to find stuff on him. You're going to understand the kind of leader he is, the fact he's a servant leader, that he cares passionately about people, that he truly serves and mentors. He's not the kind of leader that you have to go pay money to have a meeting with. He's your leader. Why are you paying money to go have an audience with your leader? That's not the kind of leader he is. He is one who takes time to mentor and guide and show. I remember last week, I had a question about something. I sent him a message. We were able to find a time, and he showed it to me, and I was like, duh. But that's the kind of leader he is. He's going to spend the time to explain it to you. And that's why TeamSHAW is so successful. That's why TeamSHAW is the best place to be today. So I really want to start today by telling you that one of the reasons we have an advantage is because Vital Health provides us with the opportunity to live an abundant life. Now, I know you might hear abundant life generally in terms of spirituality, but from a health and wellness perspective, Vital Health does give you the opportunity to live an abundant life because we have three impacts: health, wealth, and your well being. And those three things help us to have the best impact we can have. Now, this company that we're a part of, Vital Health, had a few founders, and you can see them on your screen now. But one of the things you need to understand is that the driving purpose of this company was the fact that the leaders wanted to help people improve their health. There was a personal circumstance with one of the founders. A family member had passed away. He saw the health struggles, and he decided that he was going to do something about it by making sure that natural, and when I say natural, I mean plant-based products, were available to all. And so that's what happened. We now have available to everyone products that you can consume, but products that you can consume that's different. It really gives you the nutritional value you need. You need. Let's talk a bit about the nutrient difference. You see, these products are really, really good for you. When we think about where we've come from, so I'm in the Caribbean, and even in the Caribbean where we plant ourselves, recently there was this study that Guyana is the only country in the world that produces enough food to feed itself. Interesting statistic. But even if we think about Guyana itself, the quality the quality of the food from the 50s and the 60s, even the 80s and 90s, the amount of vitamins and minerals you can get from the food today is not as much as you could have gotten from the food back then. And so you need to supplement whatever we're getting from the food. And the primary reason is all of the innovations in one hand has caused issues on the other hand. And so with Vital Health, we now have products where when you consume it, because of the technology there, you get the most impact from the product from the products. And what is that? The technology I'm talking about is adaptogens and nanotechnology. Nanotechnology allows you to absorb the ingredients at a higher rate. An adaptogen, just as it sounds, helps the nutrients to adapt to the conditions in your body so you get what you need. And what makes all of this fantastic is that rather than pay very high prices, you can now have this high quality products at affordable prices. But this just didn't happen in a vacuum. This came about through great collaboration with experts. And so this company has an advisory board of experts where every product that's produced is vetted by peers to make sure that the company stays true to its mission of providing a quality product that really delivers on the value. So we really want to talk to you about joining us to make a difference, right? So we're proud partners with a lot of companies. And through those partnerships, we really bring hope and healing around the world. And so when you shop with us, whether you become a partner or not, you help us to change lives today. So let me say, welcome to Vital Health. Welcome to a system that detoxifies, restores, nourish, and awaken you. And yes, you can see on the screen the line of products, but it's important for me to say this. We do not in any way suggest, regardless of the words you hear, that any of these products cure or mitigate any disease. What you'll hear from us often is testimonies or testimonies from people who've tried the products and they tell us how they feel after trying it. But we do not in any way suggest that we diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. So, as I said before, we have a few lines. The detoxify line really helps you to cleanse your system and truly in a balanced way, right? So you have the detox tea on your screen, you have the Organex and the Iterin. These products really help, or people who've used it have found that it's helped them to flush toxins from their body. And that's really important because it's just not flushing, but it's flushing in a particular way that helps you to mitigate aging or fatigue. And after you flushed it, you're not just flushing it and moving on. You get to restore. Whatever you take away, you need to add something better, and so we restore. And so we restore with our restore line. And let me tell you something about this restore line. This restore line is on a different level. When I say restore, what do I mean? I heard testimonies up to last night about someone not feeling too good, having a sore throat, using the Vital Boost and feeling better. Or I've now heard numerous stories, and I've even seen someone in my family who had difficulty sleeping using the Vitally and being able to get a restful night. And the thing about it is that it's not just being able to use it once and you get an effect, but they've been using it consistently and getting results. Then you have VitaFlora, which really helps you to cleanse your system. These are great products. And then we have Nourish. Look, in the Nourish line, my favorite is V Daily. And I know I have an interesting cup. You see a different label on it. What I can tell you I have in here is V Daily. And V Daily is a product that really helps you to be able to boost your system. Really helps you to boost your system. There's omega-3s. Look, I use omega-3s now every day. And of course, there's the Vital Pro and the collagen. And I'm hearing great things from the people using Vital Pro and collagen. I haven't tried them myself. But once you nourish, the next step is to awaken. And in awaken, man, these are drop down amazing. These are must-haves. I don't care if you're a coffee lover or you're not a coffee lover, these are must-haves. Why? It's just not a coffee bean. It's a coffee bean with other additives that help you on a cellular level to solve certain challenges. So I can tell you that the people who really are working on shedding pounds, they're in love with the Thermo Cafe. And there's nothing more stimulating than having NeuroCafe give you that calm balance during the day. And Love Cafe, I shouldn't have to explain it. The first part of the word tells you what it's about. And then you have the energy, the V energy, as well as the nitro. Let me tell you, I know some people on this call who mix all three coffees and they have a blast because you can. It's all good for you. But this company has a game changer. And that game changer is our use of science. And you see this quantum bioelectric analyzer. I first heard about this a few years ago. My grandfather told me he met someone and he went to them for some treatment. He was a naturopath or herbalist. And he was telling me about this, and I was like, that's interesting. But now I can experience it myself. And what this simply does is look at this is a different way of analyzing the body by getting us to check either on the palm of the hand or in the picture you see there, your pulse, and it gives you a reading based on your body of what are some of the potential challenges you have and what products might help with those challenges that you might want to consider. But you, the individual, always have the freedom of choice of what you're going to do with the information you have. So, if you choose to become an affiliate, you have access to all of this. And being an affiliate is a wonderful thing because you truly get to control 95% of your wealth. You don't need to depend on anyone else to control that for you. And that's why this business model is popular. This business model is popular because it truly gives you a chance to be able to add incrementally to your finances. What are the options here? Online marketing, retail marketing, influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, and absolutely, yes, network marketing. And of course, all of these are forms of direct sale. And joining the company now is the best time because in our stage of growth, we are still in formulation. I'm sure you've heard of people who got into things very early and were able to succeed, not because of anything they did, but just because of the momentum, the growth, and the trajectory. And that's where we are today. And now to my favorite part. This company is all about rewarding you. And so you join this company, they are bonuses. I call it bonuses galore. So what you're seeing in front of you are the loyalty bonus, but this is what I would call a consumer loyalty bonus. So depending on when you buy your products, you either get 10, 20, or 30%, depending on how much you've been consistent and loyal. But if you do it early enough in the month, you get an additional 5%. So let's focus on this. You become an affiliate, or you said, hey, I'm just going to become a preferred customer. what you're going to have is that after month 9, if you're purchasing your products within the first 7 days of the month, on top of the wonderful discounted prices you have already, you can get 35% off. And that I think is amazing. That's fantastic. This is something that shows people you understand what they're going through, you understand the economic times, and you're doing something for them. Something for them that's meaningful for them in their family and in their pocket. And then you have the influencer bonus. And this is simply when you have purchased, each product has a point system. When you've purchased 200 points or more in a month, you then get qualified for the influencer bonus. And when you get that, all you're required to pay is between $40 and $45, and you can get $200 worth of products. That's an additional 360 earnings. So I'm just going to leave you to look at this for a few seconds so you understand the possibility of being able to earn and what it means in your influencer bonus. Because your prices move from $27.50 to $5.50. You still have the option of selling for $56. And so your profit margin exponentially increases. You can't find that anywhere else but at VitalHEALTH. So the next slide talks about our bonus structure and whether you present and the commission on the pack. I want to move past and I want to get to the Rising Star bonus, because at the Rising Star bonus, you get to see the compound effect. The compound effect of you sharing this with others and being able to earn more. Just share it. Tell people about it. If they get half as excited as I am, they're either going to be customers or partners with you, and you get to earn. And then there's a binary bonus. And in most direct selling companies, there's a binary system. And the binary system is simple. You look at the activity on both sides that come up to you, and you get paid out on the lower of the two. But here you get to keep the balance, and it grows with you. And depending on your rank, the bonus increases. So as you grow with the company, your percentage of the bonus increases. A fantastic system. Hit us up offline. We'll talk to you about it. But here's something I must mention before we go on. Let me know which company you're aware of where someone can earn $25,000 a week. You let me know. If you're looking for that, the potential is absolutely here. And then we have the matching bonus. The matching bonus, of course, allows you to earn 50% for those that you introduce personally to the business. So think about that. Look on the screen and understand how powerful the matching bonus could be. Now, it's not only that, but in addition to the matching bonus, there's a car bonus. So you get to the rank of gold and you can get a car bonus, as in the company would provide $500 towards a monthly car payment. There are a few other nuances about it, but one of the nuances I like is that you can actually get the value of $850 in products for free because it's a bonus. So what is the income? What is the average income? Let's talk about what the average income is for someone who partners with us. Well, at the bronze level, you get a $100 bonus. And at the silver level, you get a $200 bonus. And at the sapphire level, you get a $250 bonus. Let me stop there. If you've seen any of our press releases, if you've seen any of our marketing material, you would understand and see how many people on our team have actually gotten these bonuses. And you would have also seen and heard of the people who've gotten the car bonus and how they're doing it. Look, this is real. This is absolutely, absolutely real. Of course, our leader has gotten all the way to double diamond. This is absolutely real. And it's possible for you if you put in the work. We can't guarantee anything for you, but you have to put in the work. So now that we've talked about average income, let's look at what the maximum potential is. And you saw it on the screen. You can really earn up to $150,000 every month. Now, that might be a bit too small for you to dream about, but I encourage you to stretch your imagination, stretch your dream to the possibility of what is there, what can happen if you put in the work. Let's make no bones about it. This is just not going to fall on you. You have to earn it. So it requires some work. The great news is that TeamSHAW has a system to help you with that work so your trajectory is faster and easier. As you commit to helping people, you will succeed as well. So I've taken up 30 minutes of your time, but a few more things I need to let you know. We also get incentive trips. You qualify for certain things and you can get an incentive trip. What that means is that maybe there's a competition for you to achieve a particular thing. Maybe for the top sellers, right? You sell $1,000 worth of product, $2,000 worth of product, and there's an incentive, a trip. In this day and age, sometimes that's very hard to come by, and the ordinary person has the opportunity of being able to do this. So, which category are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to be a customer, or are you going to choose to be an affiliate? The choice is always yours, but I can tell you, as an affiliate, there are so many more incentives available for you. And when you work with us in TeamSHAW, we help to make that easier because of our systems, our methodology, our coaching, our training. So how can you participate is the question. It's simple. The cost of entry, either as a preferred customer or affiliate, is still $29.90. To become an affiliate, you have to take a second step and you have to get a starter package. And these are some of the packages. And there are packages that actually, yes, the elite package that costs over $1,200. Yeah, it's an investment. But here's what I'm going to tell you publicly. This investment is absolutely worth it because the additional benefits that comes with this investment can pay you for a lifetime. As of today, the additional benefits that come with the starter package will pay you for a lifetime because certain thresholds are reduced for you. There are a lot of good stuff, but we need to talk about that offline. Most importantly, as you can see on the screen, you get to earn up to 130%. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for listening to me. Now, if you're on Facebook and you happen to be looking at this on someone's timeline, ping them, send them a message saying, hey, I want to be part of that Zoom room because I know you guys are going to have conversations for a few minutes. I really want to know more now. I encourage you to do so. We'll be in here for a few more minutes to chat and discuss this opportunity. We welcome you to come over. But before I go, Facebook, before I go, Miss Denise Graham is going to be coming up next, and she is a fantastic presenter. She is an absolutely fantastic presenter who understands this business, understands people, and you're going to want to hear from her. So she is up at 10 a.m. Please do come visit with her, meet her. If you need the code, please ask for the code. She is going to be total fire, absolutely. We look forward to you being a part of this call-a-thon today, every hour on the hour. Again, I'm Theo, the TLC guy, and I appreciate your time today. Look forward to chatting with you more. Take care.